Okay, let's start with this. Transfers in college football aren't just about talent, they're chess moves. And Aaron Gates' move from Florida to Kentucky? That's not just a roster tweak, it's a statement. Think about it. A defensive back with SEC experience, versatility, and a coach who's so confident in him that he dragged him across the state line? That's the kind of move that makes you lean forward and go, wait, what's Kentucky planning here? Let me break down why this matters. Gates isn't just another name on a roster. He's a nickelback who can cover tight ends, blitz off the edge, and even play corner in a pinch. In Bateman's defense, which is shifting to an aggressive 4-2-5 scheme, that kind of hybrid player is gold. But here's the twist. Gates has barely stayed healthy. ACL, labrum, 2 surgeries in 3 years. So Kentucky's betting big on a guy who's shown flashes but hasn't stayed upright long enough to prove consistency. Risky? Absolutely. But if it pays off? They just upgraded their defense overnight. Personally, I think the injury history is the elephant in the room here. Bateman keeps talking about keeping his body right, which is coach speak for we hope he stays healthy. But let's dig deeper. Why would a program take that gamble? Because in the SEC, where offenses are getting faster and more versatile, you need defenders who can do everything. Gates' tape against Georgia in 2024. Elite awareness. He read the QB, made a play on the ball, and showed physicality in the open field. That's not just skill, that's instinct. And that's why Bateman's willing to bet on potential over durability. What many people miss is how much this reflects a broader trend in college football. Positionless defense isn't a buzzword anymore, it's survival. You need guys who can line up anywhere, adapt mid-game, and make plays in multiple phases. Gates fits that mold. He's not just a nickel back, he's a chess piece. Move him around, hide him in the box, drop him into coverage. Bateman's system thrives on that flexibility. But here's the kicker. Florida couldn't keep him healthy. Kentucky thinks they can? That's not just optimism. That's a complete overhaul of their training or scheme philosophy. A detail I find fascinating? Bateman's history with Gates. He saw him as a young kid at Florida and now he's building his defense around him. That tells me 2 things. Either Bateman knows something about player development that other coaches don't, or he's banking on a personal connection to unlock Gates' potential. Either way, it's a masterstroke for recruiting perception. If Gates succeeds, it becomes a selling point. Come here, we'll fix your career. But if he re-injures? That narrative flips hard. This raises a deeper question. How much should teams rely on transfers with injury histories? On one hand, you're inheriting risk. On the other, you're getting battle-tested players who've already proven they can compete at the highest level. For Kentucky, this isn't just about 2026, it's about sending a message to the SEC we are not just rebuilding our defense. We are weaponizing it. So here's my closing thought. Aaron Gates might be the most interesting gamble in the SEC this season. Not because he's a sure thing, far from it, but because his success or failure will tell us everything about Bateman's vision. If he stays healthy, Kentucky's defense becomes unpredictable, aggressive, and downright scary. If he doesn't, well, that's the price of playing with fire. But hey, isn't that what makes college football so addictive? Let me know what you think in the comments. Was this move genius or desperation?